another amazing stream this morning. I'm very happy to be here with you again. But I would like to first use the opportunity to plead with you guys that we are late this morning. The stream's supposed to start at 6:30, but the workload for this morning is very, very huge. So that cost me some additional time. So I spent an additional 20 minutes in the house with the birds and then the rabbits before commencing the stream. Okay, so I'm very sorry for delaying your time, but we are going to push through. Okay, so I welcome everybody back to the stream once again. This is the Saturday vibe. It's Saturday and then it's 6:50, 6:52 from Ghana, West Africa. So I welcome everybody back to the channel, back to the family, back to the community. Okay, now guys, if this is your first time on this particular channel or this is your first time in our live streams, my name is Isaac from Sinai Farms, and then in this farm I raise local chicken. Now if you join the stream like how Augustine just joined, make sure you leave your names and where you are joining from. So I welcome Augustine from Nigeria, the stream this morning. She's always the first person to be here, if not second, first or third. Israel, they are all on their way coming. So guys, I welcome everybody back to our stream. Now in this particular video, I'm going to take you through the procedures of starting a local chicken farm and make money from the local chicken farm. Okay, you may start with 5 birds, 10 birds, 20. It does not take into consideration any amount or any number of birds you will start with. Okay, I'm going to give you the blueprint how I'm able to do it. Okay, so that is what we are going to do in this particular video. So don't forget, if you join, leave your name and where you are joining from in a live chat, okay, so that I can give you a shout out. So Augustine is already here. We are waiting for Muslima, Israel, Esther, Agbanyo, Nana, others from Australia, Germany, UAE, Nigeria, Canada, Burkina Faso, Ghana. Guys, we are waiting for you, especially by Big Mama from Togo. We are waiting for you, okay? So guys, I extend my greetings to you this morning. And then this morning, our main discussion will be on local chickens, as I've already said. Now, most people have this notion about local chickens. They think local chickens is not a right business to do and make money. Guys, I want you to get rid of that mindset now. If you have that idea in your mind, erase it completely. Okay? There is a purpose why we have chickens in our various communities. There is a unique purpose for these particular birds. Everything we see around in our environment has a significance. And then these local chickens, they also have a significance. So it is in our power. We are human beings, okay? We are full with the ability to find out, investigate, and find out why we have these things in our communities. So it is in our power to investigate why we have local chickens. Yesterday, I shared a video with you, so if you did not watch that video, you can check it out. If we go to the Western world, the Europeans, they also have their birds. If you go to America, they have their local chickens. But layers and broilers, they are genetic birds. So every community has a unique breed of the chickens, which we are calling local chickens. It's just an induced name, okay? We have our chickens, in our indigenous birds. Now, can you make money from these chickens? Yes. Can you start the farming? Yes. Okay? It's something simple, though it will take time, but it's something simple which everybody can do. Whether you have a job that you are doing, you can raise local chickens. They are favorable for you to raise. Whether you don't have any work doing, you can raise them. You are a part-time worker, you can raise them. Okay? Now, whenever it comes to raising local chickens, how do you start the farm? And how do you proceed with all the necessary things you need? The first thing you have to have at the back of your mind is any available space you have in your house can be used to raise these birds, because their system is in a way that they are already groomed with our temperature, our weather conditions here. They are already groomed with the weather condition. So the weather condition is not a problem to them. Okay? So any available space you have, you can begin the chicken farming. Now you must understand that you have three means of raising local chickens. Three ways by which you can raise the local chickens. Some people complain that they don't have any space in their house, or they don't have any place where they will do the coop for the birds or the house for the birds. No. We have three systems by which you can raise the local chickens. One is the free range. The free range. You leave the birds to forage. They will not be at any particular place. You will not make any house for them or any structure for them to be keeping the birds permanently. No. You just have a place for them where they will be roasting at night. When day breaks, they forage. The second means is the semi-intensive. You have a place for them where you keep them for some time, and then at a particular period in time, you leave them to forage. And then the third way is to have them permanently housed. That is the intensive system. Okay, so these three housing structure or system is good for the local birds. That is why they are the favorable birds for anybody to begin with. Okay, so here I am doing the intensive system. I'm housing them permanently, but you can raise them on a free range. Okay, now you decide what to do depending on the state or your condition, your location. Now I'm living in our own apartment, and then these rooms are just here. I built them myself, and then I decided to use them to house the birds for the meantime. Okay, now before they are preparing their actual house. Okay, now the second thing you have to think of is the health and the feeding of the birds. After taking into consideration the structure, are you going to be raising them intensively, semi-intensively, or on a free range? After determining that, the second thing you have to think of is, how do you take good care of these birds? How do you feed them? Now, when I say free range, it doesn't mean that you are going to leave the birds to be wandering around and then be looking for their own food. No. If you want to raise the local chickens on a free range, what you must do is, they are going to forage. So the herbs they will need to boost their immune system, when they are foraging, they take these herbs. That is a plus to those that are raising the birds on a free range. But at least you must feed them once a day. Okay? Even though they will be on a free range, you must feed them. You must create a place where you are going to feed them, and that particular place, drinking water will be available, always available there for them. Okay? So it doesn't mean that you are going to keep the birds on a free range. You just leave them on their own to wander around. No. You sort out their feeding, which I recommend you feed them at least once a day, because the rest of the day they will forage and take in these herbs and grasses. Then drinking water is very, very important for these particular birds. Okay, now the semi-intensive system is also the same thing. Okay, where you are housing them, you make sure you provide feed for them at least once a day, and then there's always water available, clean water always available in the house for them. When you open them, they will forage, and then they will take these herbs, these grasses, they will peck it themselves. Okay, now the third system, which is the intensive, you, the farmer, you are going to provide the feed, the herbs, the grasses, the water, everything. You are going to provide it for the birds, because they will not forage. Okay, they will not forage and peck these grasses and these herbs. So how do you feed them? You feed them twice a day. That is what I'm doing here, and that is how I'm seeing the result. Guys, you are disturbing me. Okay, guys, check these birds out. Check them out. These are just the small guys we have in the house the other time. Who told you local chickens don't grow faster? These are the small guys we have in this house. Just those that have in the house just 8 weeks ago. See them. See how developed they are. Okay, this is not the main guys in the house. See how developed. That is the big boy. Okay, have you seen the big boy? The big boy, their father is that person. Okay, their father is. So guys, that is just by the way. I just want to show you. Okay, we are back. If you are keeping the birds intensively, you are going to feed, I think, 16 birds, but it has 2 drinkers. One is here, 6 liters drinker, and then another one is also there, 6 liters drinker. Okay, there should be clean water always in the house for them. The birds needs a lot of water, and then you must understand that you are the one that is going to provide the herbs, the grasses for them to peck. Okay, these herbs and grasses help boost their immune system, help to improve upon their laying cycle, help to generally help them maintain their good health. So it is very, very important. Okay, now that is the second thing you must consider. So first, the structure. Second, the feeding, and then how you are going to take care of them. So you choose what to do. If you want to go free range, you select it. If you want to go semi-intensive, you select it. If you want to go intensive, then you also select it. Now, the third thing you have to consider here is how are you going to start? How many birds are you going to start with? And then which type of birds are you going to start with? We have the chick, we have the growers, we have birds that are at the point of laying, and then we have the ones that are already laying. Whenever it comes to local chickens, you must understand this. The chicks, the growers, the ones that are at the point of laying, the ones that are already laying, the old G's, the old ladies. Which one are you going to start with? Now, if this is a farm you are starting and then you want to use it as a business, you are not raising these birds as a hobby, the number of birds you are going to start with must be determined. So local chickens are in a way that it doesn't take into consideration the number of birds you are starting with. You can start with 2, you can start with 3, you can start with 4, you can start with 5. As you are going, then you'll be making provision for the shade, the structure, their feeding system, and all these things. So it's something you can take from the small scale, okay, and move it to the medium and large. Because when they lay eggs, they can hatch their eggs, which will give you more birds. So how many birds do you start with? I'll recommend, if you are a complete beginner and then you don't have any structure, you want to raise the birds on a free range, get 5 hens and a rooster. Get 5 hens and a rooster. If you want to raise the birds on a semi-intensive system, get 10 hens. If you don't have money, I'll plead with you that just work around the clock, get at least 10 hens and then a rooster. Okay, you begin from there, because the feeding is the most important thing for these particular birds. The feeding, you cannot joke with their feeding. Okay, so if you don't have money, you can start with 5, or if you have some cash, you can start with 10, which I would recommend you start with 10 because it's a business. Okay, if you have some cash you can spend, then I'll recommend you go with 30 hens and then 3 roosters. 30 hens and 3 roosters. Guys, this morning the noise is a bit loud. People can disturb. It's a good thing to be living in a village. Yeah, you will hear a lot of things. Okay, so guys, If you have the money, you have some cash to spend, then I'll recommend you go with 30. But as you are going with 30, that means you are choosing the intensive system, what I'm doing here. Okay, you are going to provide the feed, the water, the herbs, the grasses, everything. You are going to do it for the birds. Okay, now which kind of birds are you going to get? I will recommend you don't go in for the chick, the growers, but rather go in for the birds that are at the point of laying. If you don't have the money, I'll recommend you go in for the growers, those that are 8-12 weeks, and then the small money you have, you use it to raise them till they reach the point of laying. But if you have some cash, just go in for the ones that are at the point of laying. Okay, that is the next journey I'm embarking on, so that I can be brooding the birds, raising them. I will have the growers and those that are at the point of laying, so that people can come and buy it. Because it's not easy to get the birds that are at the point of laying. It's not easy, guys, though. It's not easy. You have to go to your villages, go to your neighboring communities and get these birds. Sort them out. Okay? Sort them out. Even though if you sort them out, they will have different abilities, but you have to sort them out. Okay, if you sort them out, as time goes on, you begin to resort them out. Now, how do you do this? The birds that are at the point of laying, they are the matured hens. They are matured, but they are yet to start to lay. So those are the birds you are going to get. They are matured hens, very young, sexy and young, you know. So if you get these birds 2, 3, 4 weeks, 5, that is when they will begin to lay. The maximum is 8 weeks. They will begin to lay. Okay. Now, before you do all these things, you have to ask yourself, how do you make money whenever it comes to the local chickens? You have 3 systems to make money whenever it comes to the local chickens. You can sell the birds. You can sell their meat. You can sell the eggs. Okay? If I say selling the birds, you can actually hatch your own eggs, brood the chicks, and go and sell the growers. Or you raise the birds, they will reach the point of laying, or the roosters, they will grow, and then you sell them off. But the best system to make money from the local chickens is selling their eggs to people. Most people in our communities, they like local chicken eggs. Guys, don't think that people don't like local chicken eggs. They like local chicken eggs. So let's not have this notion that people don't like local chicken eggs. Let's not have this notion and look down on our local chicken eggs. Okay? You, the farmer, if you want people to patronize from you, you are going to put in the time to educate people about how we have to decolonize our minds. Because we have been wired in a way that we think these exotic birds, their eggs are big, their eggs are this, that. No. Our local chicken eggs contains more nutritional value than the exotic birds. The medicinal aspect, it is even higher than that of the exotic birds. Okay, there are various reasons why we have our local chickens. So you have to educate people. Or if you go to the local market, we have a lot of people that are selling the birds, and then these people, they knew about the eggs, so they like to buy the eggs. Okay, so the best way to make money from the local chickens is selling their eggs. You will not worry about mortality rate. You hatch the eggs, you'll be worried that you lose some of the birds. No. You lose some of your chicks. No, you will not worry about that. Whenever it comes to the hatching, guys, you are disturbing me. Whenever it comes to the hatching, you will not think that, oh, I'll have a 80% hatching rate or 70% hatching rate, then the rest of the eggs will be spoiled eggs, or they will not be fertilized. No, you will not worry about that. You are selling the eggs. If the eggs is 2 cedis, 50 pesos, or 3 cedis, you are selling the eggs. So if they lay, you sell it off. That is the best way to make money from the local chickens. Now, If you have 30 hens, guys, you'll be making some cool amount of money from the local chickens. I've proved that on the channel. If you have up to 20, 30 hens, you are cool to go. Okay, you can begin to produce eggs and sell. Okay, so what you do is you just have a system you follow. So when you are selling, you'll be increasing the number of the hens that you have. Okay, so that is the simplest way to start the local chicken farm. First, you consider which system are you using depending on your condition: free range, semi-intensive, or intensive. The second thing, they are feeding and then they care. And that depends on the first thing, depending on the system you've chosen. So if you are going for intensive, be very careful. Guys, this is their father. He like to make noise. That is their father. These are the guys. These are the small boys. See how grown they are. They say that is their father. So people, we always say local chickens don't grow faster. It's just a lie. Those guys I'm showing, those roosters I'm showing, they are now in their 18th, I think, yeah, their 19th or 18th week. And then the weight, their weight is around 3 point something kilograms. Have you seen it? So the system you choose depends on what you do. So if you want to make serious money from local chickens, guys, I'll recommend you choose the intensive system. Get a structure, get the number of, if you don't have money, just get 10 hens and then a rooster and begin with. If you don't have the money at all, just get some 4, 5 hens and then a rooster. They will begin to produce. In their first production, allow them to hatch the eggs and then allow them to take care of the chicks until they grow. That is how you can increase your farm. Now, within 6 to a year, if you have 5 hens and a rooster, you'll be able to raise at least 100 birds. Okay, you will be able to, if you are fortunate enough, 80 to 100 chicks, you will get it from 5 hens. They are easy to multiply your farm. So it's something that is easy to be done as compared to the exotic birds. Exotic birds, you need money to invest into getting the chicks, feeding them and all these stuffs. But the local chickens, if you don't have money, you are on a very tight budget, you can start from very small scale, very, very small scale. And then as time goes on, you will just be moving a step, a step, a step. Within a year, you have a massive system, which the birds are already producing eggs. So you'll be selling eggs to be buying feed for them. That is how I led one of my guys here in my community to start his farm. He just started with 5 hens and then a rooster. He bought the hens from me and then the rooster from me. Now he's just selling the eggs to get the feed for them. So he's now multiplying the farm, growing it a bit by bit. So that is how you do it. That is how you simply begin a local chicken farm and make money. Okay, so guys, I hope you enjoyed this particular video. You enjoyed this time with me. You've taken note of some of the things. Those notions or all the teachings you have been seeing online about local chickens doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. It all boils down to the ability of us to do it. How are we doing it? That is the question. Okay, so guys, I would like you to practice this, test this out. If you fail or if it did not work out, then you can come out and say, oh, I've practiced this, but it didn't work out. So you come and preach to people online about local chickens, this and that and that. Okay, so guys, I hope you've enjoyed this session. Before we part ways, I would recommend you join the Telegram channel, and I'm very thankful for everybody for staying tuned on the channel. We are now partially monetized, not fully monetized, because during our live streams like this, I'm supposed to be having some super thanks and all those things coming in so that we can gather money and help people. Okay, that is the main goal for this particular channel. The main goal is not for me to be showing you bets that I have this number of bets, I have this. No, I can go, I am a teacher, I'm a professional teacher. I can go in for money, have money saved, so I can go in for the number of bets that I want, but I just want to show you that it is doable with the few bets that you have. Okay, it is you are disturbing me, so it is doable with a few bets that you have. Okay, so guys, join the Telegram channel. On that channel, we are going to start our discussion about how to assist each and everybody. Those that don't have the money, how do we assist them? Are we going to raise fund to support all these people so that they can also start their own thing? If you are somebody that you are interested in raising the exotic birds, you can raise it. If you are somebody that wants to venture into the crossbreed, it's also allowed. But the only thing is, how do we help these people? How do we bring up people? How do we assist people so that they can also have their daily livings? If their lives are better, their family lives will be better, the community will be better. All these things we have been hearing, disaster here, we can actually do something, guys. We can actually do something. So that is the next thing from here. That is the next thing. Now we are monetized. So that is the next thing. The first paycheck will go back to the community. But that is not all. We have to think, how do we do this and do it well? Those that have the idea of how do we do it, leave it in the comment of this particular video. Leave it in the comment section. What do we do to help others? Okay, some people, they already have the farm already. How do we help them to expand their farms? Okay, so guys, leave your thoughts in the comment section of the video. I love you. This is where we'll be parting ways, guys. Monday, hopefully I'll record some video and share with you about something. Okay, so be hopeful for that particular video. I'll see you. I love you. Bye bye for now. Augustine, Nana, we have Israel, Agbanyo, Esther. My guys, I salute you this morning. Bye bye for now.